The handover of Hong Kong to China in 1997 ended the Privy Council's role as the colony's ultimate court of appeal. In its place, a new court of final appeal was created, not a Chinese court of law, but a common law court in which currently 10 of the 21 judges are from the Commonwealth. They include a former Canadian Chief Justice, 2 former Australian Chief Justices, and various eminent English judges, all very reassuring that Hong Kong citizens would not be subject to the caprices of Chairman Xi's vision of justice, as the poor old Uyghurs are. Unfortunately, as part of his accelerated plan for world domination, Chairman Xi trashed the One Country, Two Systems agreement, imposed the same quote-unquote justice on Hong Kongers as the mainline Chinese enjoy, and sat back knowing that Her Britannic Majesty's government would do absolutely nothing about it. So now the Commonwealth blokes are a bit uncomfortable, lending their full-bottomed wigs to the credibility of a commie tribunal, and 2 of them have now quit the court, Lord Reid and Lord Hodge. I've tried over the last few weeks to make the point that one of the biggest stories on the planet in this Platinum Jubilee year is the retreat of the British world in the face of Chinese aggression. It's a huge story that will impact how you and your children live. It's a hinge moment of history. And unfortunately, the alleged unipolar hyperpower of the new millennium, the United States, as Nigel was talking about just a few minutes ago, the alleged unipolar hyperpower is under the leadership of a rotting corpse, too busy stumbling off prompter and threatening to rain down World War III on Vladimir Putin. But in this Jubilee year, the Chinese are using their Belt and Road initiative to snaffle up the Commonwealth island by island. On Monday's show, Her Majesty's former press secretary, Dickie Arbiter, pooh-poohed the accelerating demands to dethrone the Queen and said it was quite natural that Jamaica and the Bahamas and wherever's next should wish to, quote, go it alone. But they're not going it alone. They're becoming Chinese client states, and that is a tragedy and a disaster for the world. What do Liz Truss or Boris Johnson have to say about this? About as much as they have to say about the thousands of pseudo-refugees washing up on England's southern shore each week. The only difference being that the Chinese money washing up on small Commonwealth islands is far more purposeful. Like Tory MPs, the world is transitioning. In the Parliament of the Solomon Islands this week, they began the session with God Save the Queen and then moved forward with plans for a Chinese military base. Happy Jubilee.